the most deranged thing your father made you do? My father strapped heart rate monitors to our wrists when I was 13 and forced me to keep my heartbeat within 5 beats of his every second of every day. Dad was a cardiologist who believed synchronized heartbeats created family bonds. He'd read about mothers and babies matching rhythms during pregnancy and decided this should continue forever. When he brought home the monitors, he said other families drifted apart because their hearts literally beat out of sync. The monitors had colored lights, green for matched, yellow for drifting, red for mismatch. The first week seemed like a health experiment, but soon Dad was documenting every variation in spreadsheets. If my rate spiked during gym while his stayed steady at the hospital, I'd come home to find him with graphs showing my betrayal. He'd make me do wall sits until we matched again. The monitors beeped constantly. During dinner, he'd order me to calm down if my rate climbed. At night, he'd wake me because my sleeping heart had dropped below his. I tried to lose the monitor accidentally at school, but Dad had installed GPS tracking. When I got home, he'd already ordered 5 backup monitors. As punishment for trying to disconnect, he superglued the new band to my wrist. The skin underneath started getting rashes, but he said that was just my body accepting the connection. The glue took weeks to wear off and left scars I still have. School became torture because teenage hearts don't cooperate. Talking to girls, taking tests, running in PE all sent my rates soaring. Dad started calling between classes demanding reports. I'd hide in bathroom stalls doing breathing exercises. Teachers thought I had anxiety from constantly checking my pulse. The punishments escalated. Meditation for 5 beat differences, ice baths for 10, his modified ventilator machine for 20. He'd strap me to this old medical equipment and manually control my breathing until we synchronized. My first real escape plan involved my friend Tyler, whose dad was a lawyer. I recorded Dad's rants about synchronization and documented the punishments. Tyler's dad said we had enough for custody changes, but needed more evidence of physical harm, so I started refusing the ice baths. Dad responded by holding me underwater in cold bathtubs until my heart rate dropped from panic. He'd check the monitor while keeping me submerged, only letting me breathe when the numbers matched. I tried sabotaging his monitor next, spilling water on it during dinner. He had a waterproof replacement ready and made me wear weights during all activities for a month. 20-pound ankle weights that made my heart work harder just walking. My resting rate climbed so high I couldn't match his calm pace without medication, so I started stealing his beta blockers, crushing them into my water throughout the day. The pills worked until Dad noticed his supply depleting. He installed a camera in the medicine cabinet and caught me. That night he introduced advanced synchronization training. He'd take stimulants to raise his rate to 150, then I had to match it by sprinting on the treadmill. Then he'd take sedatives to drop to 50, and I'd have to lie in ice water to slow mine. The whiplash between extremes made me constantly dizzy. I passed out at school twice. After the second collapse, the school nurse called an ambulance against Dad's orders. The ER doctor found dangerous arrhythmias, but Dad convinced them it was from energy drinks. He signed me out against medical advice and installed monitors in every room displaying our rates in real time. My bedroom ceiling had the biggest screen, glowing red most nights. He'd stand in my doorway calculating correction hours while I pretended to sleep. I made one last attempt by telling my coach everything. He saw the monitor burns on my wrist and the weight bruises on my ankles. He called child services, but Dad had prepared for this. He showed them years of fabricated medical records claiming I had a heart condition requiring constant monitoring. He painted himself as a devoted father using innovative treatment. They left praising his dedication. The breaking point came during finals week. Stress pushed my rate to 120, while Dad maintained 72. The 48 beat difference sent him into rage. 6 hours on the ventilator trying to force synchronization damaged something. My heart dropped to 35 beats per minute and wouldn't climb. Dad rushed me to his hospital claiming I'd experimented with drugs, but the consulting cardiologist found years of electrical damage from stress and manipulation. He called it induced arrhythmia and ordered extended monitoring. That night, Dad visited with a new plan. Surgical pacemakers for both of us, programmed to maintain identical rhythms forever. He'd already scheduled procedures with a colleague. Mine was set for tomorrow morning. The consent forms were signed. I tried to refuse, but he explained the beauty of permanent synchronization. No more monitors, no more punishments, just perfect unity. He kissed my forehead and checked our rates one last time. Still mismatched. After tomorrow, that red light will never bother us again. As he walked out, my heart monitor started alarming. The nurse rushed in to find my rate dropping like in the basement. Dad turned back with practiced concern. His heart's been getting weaker, he told her. That's why we need the surgery immediately. She nodded and increased my IV drip while Dad smiled. I'll see you in the morning, he said. Try to keep your rate up until then. The door closed as my vision blurred and the monitor's beeping slowed to match my failing rhythm. Full story on the channel below.